Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Adventures in TARDIS with Quill and me. The order is different this time. First time is Quill.
First spotted this picture, I thought at first you may remove the Cheshire cat, but then I found Waldo.
The water is not there, but Jessie. Morning. Let's see. Oh no! The chat was. I can't see the chat. I can't write food. But I see the chat. It turns out I just need to update my signal, that's all.
I take it you have your new teeth in again?
I mean, yeah, I take off a new t-shirt every day. Except when I take on during the night when I go to washroom. Depends on when I take them on.
What is on your shirt this time?
Nice and sour.
Oh, after, okay.
But it's hard to see just like this.
Yeah, when I only saw the tip, I was thinking, is it someone flipping at me off or something like that?
Yeah, the iPhone tower is flipping you off.
It's trying to just demonstrate that it can still talk to you.
In a way, we are having a duel of honor. There can be multiple things. It's acceptable. So, most of the time, I assume it's either between the Doctor and Mirage, or maybe between Cackle and Mirage. Yeah, those are the two I can imagine.
I was about to ask for a prediction, and then you just gave it. Thank you. You're on top of things.
I mean, for all we know, it could have been between Melodina and Vision, but they wouldn't be having a duel right now when the kids are missing.
If it was between them, it'd be more like sparring practice / training.
I mean, that would be a duel as well, of honor.
Yeah, I guess. When I hear the word duel, though, I kind of tend to imagine a more even fight.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not between someone and anyone else. I mean, it doesn't have to be even if it's a duel.
Yeah, you're right. Duel's like a fight with a certain purpose, and I kind of think training is a bit different. Or if you're gonna add that, then it's like a duel / for training purposes.
Once again, I assume it's gonna be someone in the fork fighting.
Okay.
Unless someone is making the kids duel. But I don't think that's happening.
Too, but where she goes, trouble tends to follow.
There we go. Some test music. A quick missile sound in the early morning. The forecast indicates they are under attack. Missiles activity shifts to the side to get cover from the projectile behind some trees. Normally, he had no time to warn the rest of his party posted up. For them, they take action. That don't sound like a duel to me. So I assume they ordered left the safety of the cabin. at this moment. Fortunately for him, the rest of his party has some quick reaction of their own. Crab and Stern mold a step forward. Doing multi-man dodge a bullet. They just shoot away. Crab uses his own body as a shield. And uses her new crystal heart shield. Oh yeah, she does have that. Which she lives with a wing. Kaka also dives for cover, as she is trained to do in this kind of situation, just as Caesar. There are plenty of trees in the forest to use as a cover and living. I mean, it's his name, it's a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there are police who can see the forest from the sea, or can see trees from the forest, like vision. A fireman does make the action of the electric party move, using the wind to divert the trajectory of the projectiles to ensure that they would miss. And by doing so, they are hitting because they change the trajectory. But a bunch of them would have missed anyway, because the enemy is stormtroopers. Because there is just so much explored in this area. Of all of the projectiles, one only came close enough to be the size of the party. As a further effort, even nothing neutralized. I mean, if the enemy is using the force, they are either using so many projectiles that one would hit, or they can see in the form. No other reasons to use projectiles.
Well, we certainly know that the fog's there. That paragraph also said the aim was terrible. Only one projectile even came close to threatening them. The rest missed badly.
And they are making their own, using their own body to make the projectiles. Because of the wind dimension, it landed into a tree target itself. But not, and the wind managed his eyes in surprise. By noticing the fact that it did not stab into a tree target, but had a mouse is over it. 55. Are you making fake bullets? I mean fake, I mean... It does not say it's an arrow. It's a projectile. We don't know what these bullets are at the moment, so I'm gonna call them bullets at the moment. It can be both, it can be arrow, it can even be a rubber bullet.
Well, whatever the projectile is, it made a shrill whistle sound. And I don't think bullets tend to do that. They just fire through the air so fast that I even tend to hear the bang instead of the movement of the projectile itself.
Yeah? At first, it is had confusion that I was the projectile closer to him. There was even some more to no examination. But he knows that the projectile has a crossbow bolt. Okay? It's a crossbow bolt, except it has one unusual modification. The head of the bolt has been directly blunted. It looks like the tip used to be pointy, but it was sort of nabbed into a knob for some reason. sounds like they are used for more like to get the enemy retreat, not to hurt them.
Yeah, if it's blunt, uh, if it's rubbed down like that, it would cause blunt damage, not piercing.
Like when someone is managing to roll for the hammer without even having any bullets.
Probably similar to rubber bullets.
Yeah?
But in this case, probably less accurate. Because now it won't fly through the air quite as well. It's no longer quite as aerodynamic.
They will never aerodynamic. But they will definitely wanting to the skies.
So if you think about it, there's actually a second reason now why they may have terrible accuracy. The fog's in the way, but also the projectiles won't fly right anymore. Because it's been changed from its original design.
Yeah? It was their fault. No.
Yeah, probably. If you don't have armor, then maybe even with it, because now it's doing blunt damage, right?
Yeah? Rolling
Piercing could
right?
have been worse. If it's with enough force, it can go right through armor. But kinetic force would certainly go through the armor because it can transfer through the armor. Because it vibrates the armor, and if the armor's touching you, then that vibration could go right to your flesh too.
I mean, sharp boys did have the blood damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling right, can go richtig forward. So if I stand around the room, they aim him with her. Make sure he gets covered too. I applaud your thinking, Phenomenon. But if they fire again, you might not react fast enough next time. They will miss that color in a scalding voice. Taking cover is safer. I mean, sometimes. Actually, you have a good point. Having a case, since you overhanded advice. You must recover behind one other thing too. You will have many shit now, while the nearby things are covered about the surface area. And you can see with the shed behind the tree. As for Gautam, he made it near down. Not that he would not, since it needed him from rising around. But this position does make him a smaller target. As for cover, he is much larger, so it is a little more tricky for him to get full cover behind the trees. Unless he ventures off further. But the fog is so thick that he does not lose sight of his leash. And Pony, take this out! My fang! My fang! I mean, if you actually say that, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Having finally agreed in a tone of surprise. Because Bob Watts is not liberating blooded for some reason. I wonder why. Based on this modified design, the bots will fire as far, or as accurately. Accuracy and range both seem like a moot point in this forest. Solving figures in the same volume. There is so many trees for cover, so that limits range. And with the first here, that limits accuracy. I mean, there is a way to see that this might be a trap. Make them believe that you are only using fake bullets, fake bullets, but put some extra ones in when they are getting closer.
Keep in mind too, when it comes to fog, that goes both ways. If this party was using projectiles, they would also suffer accuracy penalties because of the
Yeah?
visual obstruction. Hey, you're done with that paragraph.
Am I?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, you will.
The most of nothing to assure the unknown later. I can explain it correctly. We have made it clear that the human participation was assigned that caused a fatality among the rivals. However, that's one of them causes human fatality by even two deaths among the group of offenders. Oh, that is a new information that we have not heard yet.
Yep. And they haven't either.
Because those who die can suffer a longer and longer power receptor. Then why would she make herself lose two more? Then I whispered, this is a probably problem. And this gives our skill up a chance to be more successful eventually. This is kind of my team then to learn that by saying to think more of it. So I rather wanders around. Yeah,
She agrees with you.
this is what I said, but
Yep.
they don't know what you know. So they only see the fact that, oh, she's gonna kill us. You have to admit, it can be an effective deterrent. He always pass to a party. They shout out, fire! I am Agent Ladybug. You know me, and I have not come alone this time. Fire! There was a voice from somewhere ahead of the party. Ladybug, if you are really out there, join us quick. Our scouts have alerted us to my military raid about to occur soon. Don't worry, I have a military of my own.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, you should actually tell them that you have one with you.
I can make the reference "Come with me if you want to live," but I have a feeling you haven't seen that film. Either one of them.
Which one?
The Terminator 1 and 2.
I have seen them.
Right, you have. You even showed me the Hungarian version. Well, yeah. This reference is more appropriate in the second film because now a Terminator's on their side, which would surprise Sarah Connor. Here, there is a Minotaur that's on their side, but a bunch of others is about to raid them. So you can understand the opponent's confusion soon.
Yeah, they have the same Minotaur.
Mm-hmm.
This is Neo. What an unfortunate name in this scenario. I got a letter near my companions. He is the de facto leader of this band. Or at least, he is now. And somehow, I am making fun of him by his music. They also care about leader, we should. This sounds more like a type of music, not a common.
I do agree that more tense music is probably more appropriate for probably this entire chapter, actually.
There you go. Here, Minotaurs, because he only have one among our party, and about it in the shout. But do not worry, And do not fire at him. He is my bodyguard, so he is on our side. Is there an understanding between us?
Yeah, he didn't want to surprise them with that fact.
I mean, the other side might actually believe that, oh, the A&E Mark has lied to us. He changed sides. He led the enemy to us. When seeing
Yeah,
a monitor.
they could have thought that if they weren't warned, but he's giving them advance notice so that to minimize the risk of them firing at them again.
Yeah. Before the hand, who remained obscured, because of the next form, do not reply as quickly this time. In fact, this new model seems to show a hidden debate among them. There is even a bit of shouting, but the argument is short, at least. Fine! He can come as long as he doesn't attack us. I mean, if you don't attack, he won't attack either. Follow the same voice who spoke to them earlier. As we record earlier feedback, the pilot knows this is the trigger, calling to them. Can't quickly though, a 2 minutes or rain is about to come out soon. Which explains why they were so trigger happy earlier. And if they are aimed against a Minotaur, they would hit more easier because they are Minotaurs.
That's true. Well, at least it's usually true.
Now I would say that I imagine that a very small Minotaur underneath. The typical big shadow, and he comes forward. I'm here!
I know it's only one example in the entire show, but you remember Iron Will standing next to Fluttershy. He towered over her by probably twice her height.
Yeah?
So, I might say that's almost an average example of Minotaur height, and Curb is bigger still.
Yeah? But you can almost always limit expectations. Also, yeah, I'm a me. I don't know that we should start the stream. Let me figure out this high. Well, and they are cooperating now. Because they know me. I have explained to the group. I was happy with what I called before. I was also the one who asked for the toy box from the group. It was a decision agreed upon by both sides. Ah, he is crazy. Let him go. Tyler grunt, shake his head, then emerges from the cover as he wins. Let's go before they change their minds. Go quickly. As he meets, Donna emerge and follow the party leader. On the way, Tyler sighed in lament. They said, I hope we would have more time to establish a trustful dialogue and the information. Now, however, it seems I have to get a credibility with them through other means entirely. Like participating in the battle and doing your job.
Yeah. Although, keep in mind, their mission was to rescue everyone trapped in the fog. That would include the Minotaurs.
Yeah?
They're really just fellow victims caught in the fog.
I imagine the Minotaurs arrive and they see Grafson. Ah! Are you a prisoner? Tell us if you are not. And he can't talk.
Yeah. So you
I
can already
mean,
start to imagine how this scenario is about to play out.
he can talk, but must he? In the eyes.
You're right that he's physically capable of it.
I mean, yeah, that is the silence promise that he made. But can Sansa give him permission to speak?
It's not been established yet. Anyway, you've learned some things about this chapter so far, and keep the name of the chapter in mind too. It the reason why it's called that may gain more and more focus as the chapter continues.
I mean, that I imagine something like this.
What does it say? Okay, that really was what he said in this movie, wasn't
He wanted to say funny.
it?
I imagine they are gonna have a party between the military leader and I got some outside them. I mean, that sounds like it's a meeting not to have some, and then decided to say, you know what to do, but Kirk replied in the same manner. The party is a bit of activity as well, before they arrive. When they get close enough to actually start seeing the others, they notice there is a mission barricade of all sorts of gathered objects. None of them is world, just as me together. But there are also more weird, barrels, and actually the most addition in the final branches. Extracted from a very primitive wall. That corrected the form of a very primitive wall. One that might cause a bit of damage if actually charged to at high speed. I mean, yeah, that's most of the walls. It turns out the noise the damaging party heard before their arrival is the police peeling away some of the outer defenses in order to create a gap for the new gas to pass through. What they look very, very nervous. I mean, why wouldn't they? You are bringing a minotaur in there. Yes,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
party.
So weird if they were like just happy or wearing bright fake smiles like in our town.
I don't want to say it like
Yeah,
in our town.
they're looking at the new arrivals and saying welcome.
Welcome. Yes, the party to pass through into the camp quickly because they are eager to go to the camp again. The adventure party does so. Once inside, the adventure to come out and notice how small this camp is. The accounts have been tiny with a mission barricade. Without anything, they can get their hooves on. This ensemble camp is not like the size of a clustered group of apathies of some kind. There are 5 of them, and they are grouped closer together than common sense would suggest could be the case. This should not be as for the trees, because this crowds the roots too. Nevertheless, these trees have been this camp's main ongoing source of food lately. Beyond that, there are a few metals spread about, and clusters of stuff on one side. Some of these things are being used like a kettle. They describe this fuming hot steam. Everybody here is going to have to have some. But one of them is not for me. The reaction that I noticed shows me a mere recognition of Club's race. They have probably also started to notice how especially large and scary-looking Club is, even by mere standards. And this this is a way a good thing, because this means they can definitely distinguish Club apart from every other Minotaur that ever raided this camp. It also suggests that this Minotaur who will attack this camp will this camp soon, because the camp might have Club's powers in multiple ways. Yeah, but they can definitely outnumber him.
Yeah. It's a questionable degree, though. How many Minotaurs are coming? Versus Curb is only one. You know that. Now, one Minotaur, that is. But he's not alone entirely. He's got some allies, too.
Yeah, this is the part where I can question. How did these bodies defend this camp from Minotaur attacks for this long? These Minotaurs must have been very weakened by this time.
Yeah, it could be. We know that they're coming here for the food mainly, and it's possible they're weakened by other means as well, like maybe disease or something.
Yeah. They think us too.
Starvation doesn't often increase your health.
No.
Really prolonged, you know.
If you assume the base and the music, some natural features combined with his extensive training and experience, makes him a formidable variety indeed. And the variety shows up. Oh my darling, you are absolutely gorgeous. Do you know how many Minotaur I think to arrive? Other than my friend here? Precisely when they will come? I mean, they did not tell that we are coming in time soon. So I checked with everybody here, and I scanned all among them. See which one answers questions first, and with the great degree of confidence and authority. Our scouts will tell. As for the largest and also oldest, likely Earth body among them, who is wearing green overalls, and wears a straw hat. Everybody has a straw in their mouth. There's too much more. My scouts mainly heard some of them coming, but suddenly the Minotaurs hear some of our mad traps. And they remind back of some entirely falling over a mad trap minutes ago. Mr. Perseverance, I can tell you that there might be another animals, but this is the number of raiders have been sitting with it. They will be on the camp perimeter with a grim expression. When they come, they will not make any much noise until they are right up on us, right on top of us. Sometimes we will hear a bunch or tweak them. This is why we fired among the rest of you. You make an policy. But normally we get no warning if they can happen. Because they do not use their attacks. Rather than that, they chose him from me combat as soon as they can. I mean, why wouldn't they use their own powers against you? They know that you have no chance. You know that. With all the camera, phone, and mounted mods these boys have, I would say many fighters have an advantage anyway. So we feel a lot of company. Especially if we can close in some of that distance capacity. The only good news we have is we know the radars when we just examine to avoid coding facilities, and these boys are. Once again, I am surprised how long the Minotaurs have been held back. Because if they come in close, the boys have nothing to defend me.
Yeah, for the most part, that's true. But what they're armed with tends to be a little more effective than pies.
I imagine the Minotaurs positive defenses they stand on the market. Oh, we are in now. Give us the apples. Okay, fine, bye.
You know what though? It just occurred to me, given the circumstances here, if the ponies could throw apple pies as projectiles at the Minotaurs, it would work because it's giving the Minotaurs exactly what they needed: food.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
okay,
but
thank you, and they'll just turn around and leave with their prizes.
I mean, it would be easier to just group together and Minotaurs would be like, yeah, we are defending you if we give us food, but they don't have enough. That's the problem.
Yeah, they actually do have apple trees here too. Moreover, they're zap apple trees. But
Only five of them.
unlike the hoof fields and McCults, who did have plenty of food on one side to use as projectiles, these ponies don't. They really food is the major issue. In fact, it's the entire reason for the conflict.
Yeah. Right. That's how great effort agrees. But there is still a point where this thing is great. If we don't, we may suffer some injuries. They may also run off with some of our dwindling food supply, and they have better May minutes. It may rain before. So yeah, this is what they were doing. Just when they passed the market, just asked for food, and then they left. Most of the raids, I would say, definitely agrees a young player of Stadium, the local game made. In the past, the Minotaurs have occasionally captured hostages too, they had a report. Usually they use them to say back to us for more food. But occasionally some have not made back. Because I have no idea what happened to them since. As he said that, grab some widely and bitterly. He eyes grab some. Oh, don't you worry about my big friend here. That I agreed. As a matter of fact, this is your lucky name. Father? Father, not father. Father? Father raised his head in the direction. Hear the fog? What? How? I think what was gained us for the map. They call him Blood Main. Let's have a revised for the wind of maybe Smith. I mean, for all you know, it can be maybe Smith.
This is several centuries earlier. Definitely not. But potentially, ancestor.
I have been here in the sorcerer, with articulations of wind and feather. I mentioned this in the earlier times. Reach! 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 Burn him! As I explained, as he mentioned the fog, a mother are yet to start to be blown away, and disappeared. He now his eyes slightly in a small victory, but he noticed several Minotaurs who were already out there and about to close in on this camp. On their feet is a sort of surprise, but it is the fog which they were using for concealment is now gone. They had not seen that happen before within this prison, and until now, they actually know this was possible. Now I have a question. Would it be possible to get to the edge of the fog? Please, in the fog and then go outside?
That's an untested theory right now.
Both the lady Minotaurs and both outside the adventuring party are stunned by what they witness. It is why neither of them speak or do anything for a few moments. It's like when two of them are barking at each other and you open the door in between them. They just freeze.
Yep.
This has often one of the barrels in order to be more visible. He saw side of his sword on his back and my shoulder to reveal the left side of him more. Look at my mark! Look at my face! It's a left boom and said called aloud. Lady Minotaurs, hear me. I am Ian the Lord of South Arabia. And I have come with a personal bodyguard of mine. Say hello to my huge friend. Now that's their friends if I hear them one.
Yep.
He hostels his head over his left shoulder. Have some step forward and take a bow on the stage. He rolls his eyes. Captain runs and look of his facing so my focus and serious one. He looks over the barrel surrounding part of the camp, then high to his full height. He spreads his arms a bit from both sides of his lips and curls each of his fingers in the top of his face. He gives each of his potential opponents ahead of him, massing and rousing laugh. And also probably bulges out his muscles as well. I'm an agent of terror, and I goes on to mine. And I am here with cooperation of government agents of Equestria. We are both been sent here in a mutual mission to rescue every creature that has been affected in the magical form. That is what we are going to do. In order to ensure that everything comes to pass, I will not settle this dispute here immediately. But if you resist all these conflicts, then I have a counter proposal for you. Over there, he does. He doesn't come some. Without any agreement, you will find us looking back at his knee. Who is making his announcement over the large black Minotaur's right shoulder, and behind him. I know your custom because he explained it to me before. That I was on to announce as he actually denied back by the god. If you insist on continuing this conflict, then my body here, custom, does him as your leader to trial by combat. For Lee. Your own custom and honor can deny him, for he is a fellow Minotaur. You don't know that. For all we know, the leader might be a pony. It has not been established.
Remember you said that as you read the next paragraph.
Really? I was glad to ask aloud. Just finish again. That is all I have to do. If I do that, I will challenge them to time my combat in their form before. At least that would have limited the number of combatants against me. If you did that, do you think you could meet them? Talk about the chance to schedule. Remember, you would have to challenge the leader, and he or she is a correct member of the party. You are not used to their form either, and one good blow from them could knock you out of concentration. But your transformation spell, never making the rules. I mean, yes, but if she turns into a bigger one. Unless I rely on the virus, I can reply fastly and fluently. It's clear from my expression and told that while that is an option, it is one she remains right on the exhaustion. Anyway, I don't think we have anything to worry about, so I express it confidently. I'm saving time for Christ for a while before we arrive to this time. I can assure you, he won't go down easily. I behave in the vast majority of this camp in the fog, coming from a while, to ignore it. It's your call, so I invite to the raiders. Do we talk? Or do you accept his challenge? I mean, you have already seen the challenge. They will definitely accept the challenge even if they want to talk. If the leader is a Minotaur. And the third option is for all the Minotaurs to resume their attack, and only plan attempt that heard of this party would reply in kind among the foes behind him. But I knew they can't deny his bodyguards from our challenge if they easily support combat. It's a custom that is considered downright arcane among the Minotaurs in the southern time period. But this time period is 500 years before he was born. This custom should be alive and right here. I mean, who knows?
Iron Will's time. I mean, what this paragraph is saying is in Iron Will's time, they no longer do that. But 5 centuries earlier, yeah, it was alive and strong.
What if you are 499 years before? So it's near something. A hero.
There's even if the custom is strong, there's always a possibility a specific Minotaur might be deliberately dishonorable.
Yeah? Also, there is the point of desperate time, calling for desperate measures.
Anyway, by the way, I take it the name of the chapter is coming a little more clear as
Yeah.
far as why it's called that. Yeah.
I kind of forget about the Minotaurs. To begin with. They just look among themselves in order to try to reach a silent theorem. You will find they are exposed, which means aiming at them much easier from various options of important points. It is likely a factor in the theorem too. The eventual body also seems the mutant look fairly emaciated. Emaciated?
You said it correctly. Good job. It basically means starving.
Ah! Okay. I have never seen that one before. There is a the food as a capture, but the miss also on off naturally much stronger, so that everything used to remain in the radar shoulder, despite all setbacks, until the new adventure party showed up, who are all my fun, Russian, and this is in fact psychological stable, to mean the unusually well trained and calm, and possess unknown powers. We have the hope in the music, right? Beyond that, despite their own desperation, there's their own honor and traditions that they must uphold no matter how severe the situation gets. To that end, they eventually reach a silent decision. But I suppose the largest and youngest member of the reigning party has Horde. Despite his height and strength, he actually looks to be the youngest member of the reigning Minotaurs. Probably a late teenager. I mean, for all we know, that late teenager might have died. Or maybe he back at the at their own camp.
Both of those is a possibility, yes.
He carries with him two little weapons that are linked to a chain behind him. Aside from that, he has no other weapons.
Does the description of the weapons remind you of something? I'm assuming you're about to show us.
Two main weapons with a chain.
And coincidentally here, he's fighting a Minotaur by the looks of it.
Yeah?
In these pictures. There you go.
But when the fight goes on the other way around and the Minotaur wins and takes his weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, you were done with that paragraph.
It also takes a moment to see his opponent. Or size of the opponent. The size as he is with no two challenge hero. Even the tallest member of the trading party can only measure up to Kirby's neck. On top of that, he is young and therefore most likely inexperienced, especially compared to Cobb. I mean, I already told you, if the police could stop them, then there is not gonna be a real combat. A real challenge. Aside from all that, the bullets has clearly been on the way somewhat due to weeks of regular eating. But I don't think he was a capital bullet at his peak, but he is clearly way beyond that now. Yep, actually looks over his shoulder as he leaves, where eyes are looked that seem to say, do I have to fight this one-on-one? If I do, there shall be no glory in it. There will be many another or anything either. Yeah, but if you don't, then you are ruining his honor. look at it that way.
And it risks the health of all those ponies there too.
Yep.
Actually, it risks the health of the rest of the Minotaurs as well, because that means they'll all attack, but they'll all be attacked too.
See, that's how I applied with the operating load. That's insane. Remember, our ultimate objective is to make it out of this adventure with as many survivors as possible. Given our present circumstances, the option gives us the best chance to accomplish that, unless the increase target itself. I mean, there is the option that he is not fighting, he just goes forward, right? If he goes forward and just does this, then let's me tell us what they are doing.
When you made that gesture, I almost imagine a mic drop.
I mean, he has a sword, that's Mike.
Yeah, it's Herb. Yeah, he's got plenty of weapons.
See that his sword? I'm sure that's like for a moment before he turns back to face the opponent again. At the point he uses that of all of his weapons and tosses them to the ground. Hey! I said that to the other guy, not you. What is he doing? The target was fully complete in Meridian. This is the hero, by the way. Can announce him to a companion around her. This is a friend. You want to get out of them. I feel it from his voice. That'll be replied. First for your question, although is important among males of culture, especially among the warriors, which the often are. I told the hero without looking away from the scene ahead of him. Most of us see each other up, and the most know that empathy is overwhelmingly in favor of my god, and personal friend. Because of that, he is taking himself of his weapons, and there is a gap between them. The warrior, although the man is, whereas his victory would win him nothing but shame. Her half shows his hand back to his left, while he's keeping his eyes ahead of him, as he had. It would be the same, and if your child are yielding to a combat, you would have no chance. Especially if your child is 80 yielding. Right?
Yeah.
They are like, who? Because there's no such thing before this timeline.
Not yet.
I mean, that might be at least.
Yeah.
The family might be here. And they are adventurers.
As we've seen from the show, especially in case of Flurry Heart, yearlings are pretty powerful.
Yeah. I think I got it yelling. Did you get found at a seam ahead of him? From what he is right, I see mental diet was heard at yourself. I'm sure he asked nervously. But you might want to come in. But no. Under these circumstances, it would be a miracle. Even if they come, even the sketch, my friend. As for Gimli, and with a bit of empty and depressed undertone. But victory? No. This fight will be a total stomp. I see. He complied with the Mammalian Bank. Having discussed all of his weapons, which was an impressive sum, of some signs of faith, and not really of word to signal irrelevance. I just feel some internal shame in facing him for against the swamp. He nevertheless acknowledged that these raiders have indeed chosen the best among them to face up against him, because the rest of the raiders are in even more shame. Aside from that, there is a gleam of respect that he gives his opponent for his bravery, and many that's to face up against such a powerful warrior. As a club, don't underestimate anyone who is in the corner. They are doing this because they have to.
Yeah.
Young man saw Mario is not alone about this chances of victory either. It is that if he fails his match, he will face 4 times. It is not cruelty, the time and the action, but desperation. That's all what I say.
Exactly.
Yet he lunges forward, as fast as his legs can carry him. Comes from standing ground and makes for his opponent come to him. There is not an ounce or inch about him that he realizes or dismiss him of his opponent. Out of sheer respect for his opponent's sake, he knows he has to give this his all, no matter how futile his opponent's struggle may be. I can also imagine him letting the first attack go too. But he won't. It's gonna be just a usual thing that the enemy is lunging forward and he just heading back. Done. One punch, one slap to the neck. Sure enough, it is over in a second, in the middle of a lie. There's a very slow blink, if there are multiple seconds in this thing.
Yeah.
Garth had already had the opponent tapped or gone. They're pressing the younger Mario there, and now he can his opponent using the chains of his opponent's own weapon. That opponent has no damage at all anymore. But it's a fact he didn't have, it makes our gloomy children out of him. Then I hope so the barrel, he must have been gone and slowly tossed his way to the side of his vessel. For the rival, he leaned over and looked down at Garth's opponent, who was not moving for a second. His face ran dying?
Reddening.
Then you are missing it then.
I probably am.
Okay, we are not using the German song total play. But
Unexpected song there, yeah.
his face is handling look to the side. From now on, ask calmly. Do you realize? The Minnesota's much of eyes because sounds like in anger. I hear it also with fear too. There is no shame in surrounding to fierce superior opponents, not actions. In fact, it shows wisdom and strength, although it's bad. You serve your time well, but you know your custom as well as I do. The hurriest of time can leave, and I have respect my friends as proven design. If you agree with me, note that your argument is fine. I'm gonna die! If I gonna put a think about this for 2 more seconds, truthfully, then note and tap the ground to show that he surrenders. In doing so, you have immediately less off. In fact, he is able to believe that his discovery is over. And there you have it. That's how it goes to the rest of the raiders, as he said said. I present to you your new warchief. He has to be signed and any salvering and body friend. You will find he is a mood of your words. Even less than a certain grand stallion. But that's sure that I speak his language. As such, I will give an order, and if he's not in agreement, know that such is his will as well. To that end, hold out your weapons and surrender. He lifts his gaze over my shoulder again. From now on, we will enter this new arena. My way. When you said if you escape over my shoulder, I imagine the usual vampire type of escape. Like,
Not quite.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
Medan his lika not in front of my human, I can see his arm across his chest. The submariners look at each other with an expression of defeat. By their own customs, yes, the mind man to him, but it leaves the rest of the future gravely uncertain. But and the ancient toss down their weapons. But they will do so in either multiple position or the first way. And with all of the tunnels, I said more calmly as he looked at Nishigo. I believe we all have much to discuss. Nishigo, give them food. They are my property now. I mean, if they worked together from the beginning, this would have been much easier for them.
Yeah, it's true.
But sadly, this is true in most of the cases in everywhere when there's a distress. I mean, we saw what happened during COVID. Every person from their own.
Yeah, so setting aside cartoon logic, you agree that this scenario is realistic under the circumstances, right?
Sadly, it is.
Alright.
If there was a zombie apocalypse, this is what would happen. There would be small tribes that fight each other, and humans or not the zombies would be the ones who killed most of the people.
As we mentioned earlier here, this duel of honor certainly was not even, but it's still a duel nonetheless. And it went as lopsided as you might expect for a situation like that. Extremely powerful and well-trained warrior on one side who was rested and fed, versus a whole tribe that is emaciated and starved. Made even more certain of victory because the leader fought him alone instead of the entire tribe fighting Curbstop.
I mean, even if the whole tribe tried to fight him, we have seen
He
weapons, Curb would win. And
he
in
probably
this
would.
scenario.
And besides, if it's not a one-on-one fight, that means the opponents can join too.
No, if it would be one against the tribe, he would still win in this scenario. Because
Probably.
they are weakened to a degree.
And we not even established if any of the Minotaur raiders were warriors themselves. They, as far as you know, they're just Minotaurs. They might be farmers in the profession and only driven to attack out of sheer desperation right now.
I mean, I assume most of them are kind of warriors. Even if they are not by profession, but they are still warriors by faith.
Is it is likely from what Salazar described earlier that they were more of a warrior culture 5 centuries ago?
Yeah? And they are still at the place that time. In a way, they are very much weakened. And it is a matter how I chose it include.
What did you think of the chapter?
What do I think of the chapter?
Hmm?
Well, I have to tell you, we are happy that the nation region, both sides, the electric cops of the police and the military have actually honored the party.
It was definitely implied here earlier that in much of the raids in earlier times, the Minotaurs were more successful.
Yeah, it was literally just a raid, just getting some food and then leaving. I mean, they know that there is no facilities. There shouldn't be.
Thanks to Mirage's instructions, but something else as well. Both sides were not trying to kill each other, and really, neither side really wanted to either.
Yeah, this is the first times. And that's why I was surprised that they still on the party, the result. That, okay, he won. But now I am the leader, so I get thank you as well. But in a way, now there is one last thing to finish. And the doctor is already on it, probably.
Any predictions for the next chapter?
I'm assuming we are gonna either follow the doctor or we are getting back to trouble.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. The next chapter is about double the length of this chapter.
I mean, the next chapter is gonna be next time that I will be able to read. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be Hunter of Justice. Which I don't even know where we left off.
I think you have a notepad.
I do, but I don't know the context of where we left off.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. And then there was also, what were you thinking about as far as the pony adventures are concerned? The Mayor's Quest. The last time we did that was back in May.
Yeah, we can leave it at that. We have finished it one time. If we think about that.
I think we might have beat it twice, maybe.
We haven't finished it
If not, maybe you're near the end of the second run. I had predictions anyway as far as how that was. It was kind of fun. and definitely adorable.
Yep. I mean, me, I saw the typically back to hanging and other stuff.
Well, of course,
And
I'm glad we're getting around to this too.
I have to tell you that I got me some more peacefully for me. Not
Okay.
next week, but the other week. After that.
Okay.
I just, this is like how much time I can be here.
Gotta say, I'm not a fan of it either. But it's getting stuff done too, so I'm glad for that level of progress.
Yeah, the main reason is definitely the work. Which I
All
told
right.
that I would have more time, but actually I have less time.
Go ahead and wrap this up.
Well,
And thank you for reading.
there you go. I wrapped this up.
Yo,
Goodbye.
yo, yo.
Yo, yo.